Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
Pfizer sharing early results on how well its vaccine may protect against Omicron. I'm Dr. Frank McGeorge. Coming up, what researchers found and when we may get the other critical pieces to solve this puzzle.
All right, Frank, also, you can't go electric on the roads without the power companies. Today, DTE and others making a big commitment to making it easier to charge up electric vehicles. Sean.
Live at 6 o'clock, a Michigan company makes locks for school doors. Oxford High School had those locks on all of their doors. Tonight, the sheriff is reacting to how those locks performed last week.
All right, Sean, we're going to begin with new evidence sheriff's investigators have in the Oxford school shooting case.
Local 4 defenders have learned more drawings and statements have been found from the accused shooter, 15-year-old Ethan Crumbley. Investigators are trying to figure out when they were written, what kind of clues they gave, and who else may have seen these drawings. We know last week Crumbley's parents and school officials were shown a disturbing drawing of a shooting from Crumbley with statements crying for help. Oxford School District says they will hire an outside firm to investigate if school officials' actions played any role in the shooting.
Meanwhile, the Oxford community saying its goodbyes and celebrating the life of one of the young people lost in the shooting. A private funeral service is getting away, in fact, right now for Hannah St. Juliana at Lake Point Community Church. Visitation was held earlier in the day for the 14-year-old.
The funeral for Justin Schilling is this Thursday at 7 p.m. We've been asked to live stream the service in light of COVID concerns. If you'd like to watch, we'll have a link on the homepage of clickondetroit.com.
Meantime, we're learning how some security devices installed at Oxford High just a few years ago may have prevented the shooter from taking even more lives.
Defender Sean Lay is live with a look at how Night Lock works and why it's getting praise from the Oakland County Sheriff and some parents.
Kimberly, good evening. Just got off the phone with the owner of Night Lock. He's telling me they developed this lock in the wake of the Sandy Hook shooting years back in 2012. The lock's now in 300 Michigan schools. The Oxford shooting was the first time the locks were tested in a shooting. The company brought a prototype of the lock right here to the Sheriff's Department and Sheriff Bouchard while it was still in development.
Years ago, they came to me and said, we just have a prototype on something like this. Would you look at it and give us your feedback? And I did, and I looked at it and I said, this is amazing.
Oakland County Sheriff Michael Bouchard is talking about a door lock from Mount Morris company, Night Lock. It's called Night Lock. Here's what it looks like. Michigan law requires schools to have extra locks on doors. 4 years ago, Oxford High School installed night locks on every door. After last week's shooting, Sheriff Bouchard looked at every door to every classroom.
All of the classrooms, all of those were flipped down. You know, they had gone into lockdown and utilized those. If you were looking in the classroom, they would have a little box right by the door, and you just pull that down, it's got the thing, and it slides right in, and you can't open that door.
Listen to the emotion in the voice of an Oxford parent telling Night Lock owner Joe Taylor the locks kept the shooter from getting to their kids.
I hope you know that what you do saved so many kids.
It's just overwhelming, the feeling we get knowing that we saved the lives.
Sheriff Bouchard has watched the security camera footage. When the lockdown was called, he says training for students and staff kicked in. Locks were put in place, barricades, stopping shots meant to kill. One shot landing in an unreal place.
That round is in the garbage can and wasn't able to hurt anybody. It's almost a metaphor for that round for me, that this process worked.
Back here live, other school districts now, of course, reviewing safety and security policies. Right now, we're learning from Lake Orion High School. In the wake of the shooting, they're going to go to clear backpacks starting next week when their 2,200 students come back to that large high school, telling us today instead of eliminating backpacks, we're moving toward the clear version because students need items to continue their quality education. We looked up clear backpacks on Amazon, available there for parents. The school is collecting clear backpacks for students who are in need. Live tonight, Sean Lay, Local 4, back to you.
Valuable information, Sean. Thank you.
We've got an update now on the situation between two state lawmakers, one of whom claims the other threatened and mistreated her while they were involved in a romantic relationship. Well, today a judge terminated the personal protection order State Rep Mary Manoogian requested against her colleague Steve Marino. Manoogian said she was living in fear and alleged that Marino had sent her threatening text messages. But in looking at the totality of those messages between the two, the judge ruled the language they both used was often offensive, violent, and vulgar, and therefore did not prove reasonable cause to believe Marino would harm Manoogian.
Well, it's still quite cold outside, but you can feel a warm-up coming, I guess.
Can we feel it?
That's
or we're just trusting Paul's word on that?
Well, we always talk about, clouds act like a blanket. So they've kept the temperatures from falling too far right now. It is a little colder in some spots, but look at this. 30 degrees at Detroit, Ann Arbor, Port Huron, and Adrian. One more and I'd get a Yahtzee, but at least we only have 4 cities on here, so that's about as far as I can go. But Storm Tracker 4 is showing that this area of flurries and very light snow has been very much in a diminishing phase over the past hour. You can see this is a very steady diminishing of this activity. I don't expect anything more for the night aside from just a few lingering flurries right now. The rest of the night should be quiet. And in fact, if you're heading out this evening, again, we're not looking at anything that's going to cause you any problems on the roads. Now, do be careful. There was some ice that formed last night from some melting snow yesterday. I saw some ice on my driveway this morning, so be aware, untreated surfaces, there could be a little ice tonight, but basically the roads are fine. And we're going to be dry through the evening with temperatures falling through the 20s. The next 4 days are going to be pretty interesting temperature-wise, most notably this big spike Friday into Saturday morning, Friday night into Saturday morning, and that could come at a bit of a cost. So we're going to break that down in some great detail for you coming up in just a few minutes. But don't forget, the Local Forecasters app has everything you need to know, live radar, temperatures, everything you need. It is free. Just go to the App Store, search under WDIV, and as I mentioned about 15 minutes ago, we even have an earthquake page. You can see earthquakes from anywhere around the world as they happen. Guys?
All right, Paul, let's look at the coronavirus numbers. State reporting 15,385 new cases. That's a 2-day total, so the average standing at 7,600 cases per day. As we expected, it did bounce up from the weekend numbers when fewer people are tested. We've lost 351 more Michiganders to the virus. That includes 185 from a vital records review. But encouraging news from Pfizer on its vaccine and the Omicron variant today.
The company announced this morning that preliminary research suggests its booster shots are effective against the new variant, but they warn just 2 doses may not be sufficient. Our Dr. Frank McGeorge is here live to break down what we know so far. Doc?
Yeah, Kim and Devin. So I want to caution, of course, these are very early results that have not been peer reviewed. And frankly, we haven't seen the actual data, just the headlines. However, Pfizer says its initial studies do offer hope that its current vaccines may offer adequate protection if you've received 3 doses. Scientists at Pfizer looked at blood samples in the lab from people who had received 2 doses of its vaccine and found they had much lower antibody levels against the Omicron variant. However, blood samples taken from people 1 month after a booster suggested much better protection.
3 doses against Omicron are almost equivalent to the 2 doses effectiveness we had against the wild type, the original variant. These are very good news.
Pfizer CEO Albert Bourla says if an updated vaccine is needed, his company can produce one possibly as soon as March.
If we need a new vaccine, those tests are telling me that we will be able to have a very good one if we need one against Omicron, because really we're able, with some tweaks, to produce way higher results. I'm not sure we will need it, because it's one very likely scenario that the current booster will be enough to maintain protection.
While a 3rd dose may be needed to prevent infection from Omicron, Pfizer says 2 doses may still protect against severe disease and death. Pfizer is also studying whether children in the 12 to 15 age bracket need boosters or not, since they tend to have higher antibody levels initially than adults. That data could be available sometime next week. Now, this is just one piece of a very large puzzle, and we expect to hear the rest of the government's lab tests next week. Plus, hopefully, there will be more real-world data from South Africa as the variant continues to spread there. The bottom line here, though, is this is encouraging, but there is, of course, much more to be learned.
Well, Doc, help me understand something. So if a new booster could be ready to go by March, essentially 3 months away, why are you and other health officials encouraging people to get this existing booster now? Why not just wait?
Yeah, good point. First, we probably need that extra protection right now because we're dealing largely with Delta and we need to reduce the number of breakthrough infections. And we're already seeing some cases of Omicron in the U.S. Of course, secondly, we may not need to update the booster. That's something that we need to find out. We may actually get sufficient protection from the original vaccine. And finally, Just because a new booster could be made by March does not mean we would be getting it in March. It would actually still need to go through several regulatory steps to really be distributed nationwide.
Yeah. Okay. Doc, thank you.
President Biden leading by example when it comes to clean energy transformation in the U.S. President signed an executive order today committing the federal government to cutting its own emissions 65% by 2030 and completely zeroing it by 2050. Federal government is also directed to purchase only zero emissions vehicles, such as electrics, of course, by the year 2027. By 2035, all government vehicles should be zero emissions, not just those being newly purchased. Here's a sign you'll be seeing a lot more all around the United States. A big commitment announced today by utility companies to get more EV charging stations installed. Larry Spruill has a look at the plan and what it could mean for people thinking about going electric. Larry.
So this new program or initiative is good news for those who already drive electric cars or are considering getting one. What this means is that there will be more charging stations across not just the country, but right here at home in Southeast Michigan.
This is a new announcement on a national level, but DTE has actually been a part of two previous coalitions and agreements.
DTE Director of Electric Marketing Ben Burns says this is huge news announced by the Edison Electric Institute. More than 50 U.S. power companies have joined forces to build a coast-to-coast fast charging network for electric vehicles along major U.S. travel corridors by the end of 2023.
Basically, what the agreement is that the utilities across the nation now are agreeing to ensure that there's charging infrastructure across their service territories so that drivers, either local drivers or drivers who are moving across the country, are able to charge up those vehicles and ensure that they're not going to have to deal with what's called range anxiety.
And that's the concern, that an electric vehicle might not be able to recharge the vehicle during trips. But this partnership means more charging stations.
There will be more in the Southeast Michigan metro area. And DTE, we touch 13 counties in Southeast Michigan, reaching from down near the Ohio border up to the tip of the thumb.
And more to come. Larry Spruill, Local 4.
Come news to EV owners, right?
We're in.
That's right. Ahead here at 6, a threat against a Macomb County judge that arrived via voicemail leads to a criminal charge.
And up next, we'll have a look at some of the tangible ways people in other communities are showing love for Oxford in the wake of last week's tragedy. We'll be right back.